Hi, everybody. Can you guys see me and hear me? Welcome, welcome. It says I'm live, so I should be live for everybody. So just pop a comment. I see a few of you guys are on here. So just making sure you guys can see me on here and hear me and all that good stuff. I can hear myself, so hold on. Let me turn that down. Okay, so hello. So welcome, you guys. I'm super excited to have you guys on here. I don't usually go live. This is probably my second time. And so this is my second time live. And they've got a new thing here where I was testing it out so that I could see if I could get this going ahead of time. And it seems to have worked. So sometimes the technology is kind of a challenge, right? But thanks for hanging in there with everything. And good to see you guys on there. Hello, Andrea, Bella. So many people out here. Thank you, VJ. Lots of love to all of you guys. And I wanted to, so as more people come in, I'm sure you guys will just kind of filter in here. And I'm just kind of keeping an eye on your comments, but they come in fast sometimes. So just forgive me if I don't get back to you all right away. But I do want to mention that on these this chat here, the last time I wasn't able to see through all of them because I'm trying to talk to you guys and at the same time look at the chat. So I do want you to know I do go through the chat after the live, and this should be up on replay, assuming we have cooperation from the technology and cyber world, that it should just go up on the replay on my YouTube channel. Maybe takes a while for it to kind of upload and finish what it's doing, but it'll be there for people that want to watch the replay. We're in Mercury retrograde, right? So just keep your fingers crossed, right? I don't even know when that ends. Does any of you guys know when that ends? I think we're kind of in it, and it should end soon, I believe, but hopefully anyways, because, oh my goodness. I don't try to live my life by that, but I just find that sometimes there is some correlations with those things. And we have some technology, communication breakdowns, and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, so hi, you guys. More of you guys chatting on here. And love you guys. Love to all of you. Love to you, Lisa. And who else we got on here? God, so many people on here. Some of you I recognize, some of you I don't. So welcome to those who are just joining me. My name is Lightstar if you are just joining me. And I'm a celestial channel. I am a visual attunement artist. And I do so many different types of things that I wanted to share just before we start. What I wanted to talk about today is for those of you who haven't been on my website, I just revised my website. It took me several weeks of just focus time, but I completely revamped the website to a much different look. So you guys want to go check out the new site who haven't seen it already. It's on lightstarcreations.com, and it is like so much better. I did that all myself. Yes, me, myself, and I, and some late night peppermint tea, just really focusing. And I wanted to get the website in a more mobile version. So that was kind of the push for it. So now it's mobile friendly, or at least way more mobile friendly than it was before. So now that is done. Plus it also, I just wanted to showcase some of the art and have it be kind of like somebody referred to my website one time as eye candy. And I loved that so much that I decided to really make it like eye candy. So this time it's got a lot of visuals, a lot of bigger visuals. My artwork is kind of all over the place on there. And I've got a couple little videos running. For those of you that are watching it or looking at it on a laptop or a computer, you'll see some of the videos. The videos don't necessarily run on a handheld device. But anyway, so that's one thing I want to share with you guys. And I've got some more people. Oh, we got T-Con from Colorado. I used to live in Colorado, and I loved it. I lived there for 15 years and just absolutely love that area. So I have a special affinity in my heart for Colorado. Let's see. So we got some other people on here. Gosh, we got Copper Dragon from Georgia. Thank you, Georgia. Cincinnati. Elena. And let's see, we got all sorts of people on here. How about somebody from Portugal? Hello from Portugal. I know that we've got people from all over the place. There's somebody, Lay from Florida, and some India. Hello, VJ. Hello from India. So we got some people all over the place, and I love that. And oh, thank you, Bella. She loves my Oracle deck. Yes, my Magical Dimensions Oracle deck, which a lot of you guys have. So many of you. Oh, from Hawaii. Got aloha from Hawaii. Hello, Moira. So lovely to see you on here. Gosh, so many of you guys. This is crazy stuff, huh? And to see it live. This is really what I wanted to come on here, just really kind of connect with you guys, because it's been a while. It's really been a while. And I know that I haven't been putting out quite as many of my videos because I've actually been super busy with client sessions, first of all, helping you guys in client sessions. And I've been booking about a month or two in advance. That's how it's booking out really far right now. But, and also been working on some custom projects in the midst of that. So it's been a little bit before I can get to you guys and first, coming on here live, and we're even doing a video. So just forgive my backlog, I guess you would. But this is what I really wanted to come on here and just say hi. And, we got someone from Norway again. So that's awesome. We got Whitney from Lexington, Kentucky. So many. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got somebody that's saying their T-Con says his 93-year-old grandmother is in the hospital with heart issues and asking for all of you to send healing energy to her. Well, that's what we're for, right? Here for is love and light. So yes, everybody take a moment of, silence on your end and just send some love and some healing energy out to this person's family member. So I probably can't keep up with all of you guys here. California, shalom. We got California here. Thank you for you guys coming on here. So here's the thing. I wanted to share, especially today. Okay, today is a very special day. And why? Because today's date is November, well, it adds up. So we got November 29th, 2018. Well, that actually adds up to an 11, 11, 11, which then totals to a 33. So we have a master number for today. And I wanted to look past a little bit because November has been just sprinkled with many different master number dates. Okay, there was probably 5 or 6 of these dates that were happening in November. So we had, it's kind of unusual. So we had this, I saw this thing on Facebook, I think it was posted, and it was Remember November, because it was spelling out all these different very important dates in November. So I'm just going to backtrack and tell you November 7th, we had an 11, it totaled up to an 11. We had November 11th, which actually totaled to a 33. We had November 16th, which was an 11. We had November 22nd, which was actually a 44. So that was a really exceptional day and very unusual. We have November 25th, which was also an 11. And then we have today, which is a 33. So huge master numbers been kind of showing up in this month of November, which has been super powerful for a lot of us. And sometimes, master numbers can be a little bit hard for us because we're asked to sort of step up to the mastery of what that number brings. And sometimes that can be struggling. So it's not always like flowery and beautiful and awesome, although it can be. Sometimes those days are actually asking us to step up to a higher level of who we are or who we think we are. So I just wanted to share that November, especially today. So today we are in our mastery. And I also want to say that a 33 is all about, to me, it's like the mastery of creativity. So that's kind of a double dose of creative flow. And also stepping into that higher frequency, almost like the Christ energy, the Christ consciousness energy, really stepping it up into that field or that frequency. So we're going to hold that frequency up today while we're on here and even throughout your day. So past this live stream or whenever you're watching it, you'll be reminded to step into your mastery on any given day and not just the special days that pop up. But I wanted to share about this because it's very important that we see the correlations here. And we've also been in an 11 year for 2018. It's been an 11 year. And that also has been pushing us to step up into our mastery in the intuitive areas. So this, and also in the creative areas, but intuitive mastery has really been where I feel we've been kind of at that divine connection between you, creator, whatever you believe that to be, that higher power, that you've really been getting more downloads and more integrations that have to do spiritually with your spiritual connections and your divine connections and your connection to your higher self. And so all of that has been heightened for us this year. And so that's been really exciting. And knowing that we're kind of, it's been going on all year because that's the year for 2018. And so the energy is, yeah, someone's like, Bella's like, the energy is going crazy. It's crazy. I know sometimes it feels like it's just a little overwhelmed, and yet it's just because we're being pushed. We're being, pushed to kind of step up to that frequency that we're not used to being in. And that for, a long period of time, we kind of go in and we come out, we kind of go up and we come down. And now we're sort of being asked to sort of see if we can balance that out, see if we can stay in that higher frequency. And that's what I feel has been happening all year. We have had, since I think it was in the summertime, when we had so much going on astrologically at that time. I actually meant to come back online and do a live event then, and it was just so busy and so crazy with everything going on. I just couldn't even come on then. So, so 2018 has been really interesting for all of us. So, you guys can pop on here and share some of you guys and how you're doing with that as well with all the energy. Let's see. Akis says the green poster is fantastic. Where can I find it? Well, this guy back here, for those of you can see, this is my Enlightened Mastery image, and it is on my website. You can buy it in many different types of mediums. I have it on photographic paper. It is metallic photographic paper, and also gator board or foam board print, and also metal prints as well. And this is my rendition of Ascended Master Hilarion. So I have a very special connection with Ascended Master Hilarion, and this is my depiction of his energy, although there are lots of other different types of depictions for the Ascended Masters, and sometimes they change as well. But this is what stream came through for me to just bring through in an image. And so, yeah, you can get it on my website for those of you that want to peruse around there and just see what you can find. It's one of my favorite images, obviously, so that's why I have it behind me. And it's hanging up on it's as a fleece blanket at the moment, hanging behind me. So, anyways, hello to some new people who jumped on here. Ronald, hello, Ronald from Virginia. So good to see you. So many of you guys are on here. It's Bernadette. So many, Michael, it just goes on. So all of you guys are super, super awesome. I also want to see VJ's asking, could I explain the pictures behind me? Well, okay, so that's one of them. So we got Enlightened Mastery, which is Ascended Master Hilarion. This one over here is just a picture of some bamboo that I liked, and I have had that for many, many years. This one over here on this side is my magical fairy pools. This one is really beautiful. It's one of my favorite pictures. It is of the fairy kingdom and the fairy and the elementals. And so that one also is on my website. And then I don't know if you can see in the corner here, over here, hopefully it's not reversed when you're watching this. I'm pointing this direction, but this is my healing tree. It's a little hard to see it. It's facing this way. And that one is the healing tree and a super beautiful Gaia energy. And so, yeah, all these images, except for that one, you can get on my website and more, because I have about 40 something odd images, and they all have high frequencies, and they all have, some of them have, the codes within them as well. All of my newer work has the light codes within them. So they'll have light language or light codes or something as well. So that's really where you can get those. Thank you, Liz. Says, I love your images, your own galactic angelic images of pillars of light. And yeah, it's really interesting and fascinating how this has kind of come about to create the images that I create. And I'm getting into doing I'm almost finished with my star series, but I'm taking a little bit of a break. So I have done, I don't know, probably about 7 of the star people images, where I'm bringing through image depictions and light language activations through imagery, visionary art. And I was doing the star people. So I had the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Pleiadians, and Telos, and all sorts of different images. But I was taking a little bit of a break, and I just finished one that's like, too bad I can't show you because I don't have it yet, but that's going to be up probably by next week. And it's going to be another series I'm starting that's more codes. So it's like a code, symbols, things of that nature. And just as this one is going to be called Galactic Dreamstar, and it's going to be related to dream time. So very excited about that coming through and coming on just in the next week or so. And I'm going to be doing some more of those as well. So that's kind of upcoming. I'll also be talking about some of the things that I've got a little bit later. But I wanted to also talk to you guys about, this is the end of the year. This is the last month. This is like, got one more month of this year. And the thing that I thought was very important for us to remember when we are here in the States, especially because we're, dealing with Christmas, for those of us that celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, or, these types of things that are around this time, we have, although it's awesome. It's a time for you to get together with family and friends and all of that. It can also be a really stressful time for a lot of people as well. So I want to, this is kind of like I just want to share, an energy, just wave of love for those of you guys that are struggling or having some challenges at this time of year. This could also be a time when you're missing family members that are no longer here. Okay, I'm in that boat right now myself, because I have my parents both passed on. And so, holidays and things of that nature, I tend to always think about them and reminisce and miss them, even though I know they're in, a beautiful place and all of that. And I can communicate with them as well, even psychically. But I still, it's just a holiday thing around here when we get into our 3D lives and into celebrating. So I just want to send out that message of peace and love and support for those of you that are missing loved ones. And it's totally, or like I said, people that are struggling with just stress at this time, because there can be a lot of like hustle and bustle of the holidays. Plus you're all still, trying to work and do things as well as get things done. And then, buying things for people or whatever you're trying to do. It can be, a little bit of a stressor. So I want to just say, hold on and, remember to just stop what you're doing sometimes and just breathe, because a lot of us forget to breathe. We forget to just stop. And I'd say stop and smell the flowers. Stop and just kind of put your hand on your heart, breathe, and just relax. because we need to do that more and more, especially those of us with very busy lives, you know, crazy busy lives. So, so that's what I wanted to share. That's awesome. Thank you guys for connecting here and to connecting on here, and to thanks you guys for those of you that wanting to get some pictures and also get the Oracle deck, because my Oracle deck is online as well as being available on my Etsy store. It's on my website and also on my Etsy store as well. So yeah, so bringing yourself to a place of peace. And I think that what we're doing too this last month of the year is we're wrapping up that heightened genius, that heightened intuition that we've kind of had all year, or had access to even more so all year. We're being asked to kind of extract that, pull it down, and kind of integrate it this month along with everything else, right? It's not like you won't have it in 2019 either. It's just that the access to it was kind of there a lot more for some of us to really work with those frequencies. So we're wrapping up a lot of these energies of this year. We are also, we're trying to fit in the missing pieces, okay? So sometimes you look back at a year when it has gone by and you're like, what did I not do? What did I, do too much of that I shouldn't have? What do I need to shift and change in my life? And that's where we come into next year, into January, before January, when we put together all of our things we want to set forth for the next year. But before we do that, it's really healthy to look back at what you've been doing this last year and to say what needs to shift, what needs to change, what have I not wrapped up energetically speaking, or what am I still holding on to that perhaps might be good for me to kind of release right now so that I can let those go. And then, but some of this stuff I want to keep, into the next frequency, into that year. So it's like an assessment period before the end of the year that helps to clear and to clean some of these things out, because we've been receiving a lot of divine connection, divine really frequencies that have been coming in so much that now we have to like sit with it, and we have to really breathe it and be it. That's the most important thing, is to be it. So we're going to be letting go of past obstacles. There's another thing that I want to share, is that we're letting go of these past obstacles that have been keeping us from speaking our truth. So that's another thing to really look at, is in your life. Where have you not been able to speak your truth? Okay. I have a lot of this that comes up in my session work with clients. Okay. There's a lot of people working with the throat chakra, and to be able to speak out, to speak up, to get their communication going in order to feel not repressed or like you're holding back. So there's a lot of themes that people seem to be working on quite a bit in this year. And so I feel like we're going to get a chance even in next year to do a lot of practice. So I'm getting that we're going to be doing some practice. We're going to get some time to integrate and to utilize the skill sets that we received in 2018. So, and that we still are receiving that as well. So we still have access. We've got, we have like, so many energies, so many things going on. And the dream time has been really activated this year too, which is why I'm coming out with that new image that's going to help you guys with integrating your dreams. And I don't want to give it away too much, because I'll be back to share that one. But it is something I'm going to be speaking about that too in an event coming up 2019. I'm going to share with you guys some of the event stuff as well. So, let's see. I'm just going to dive in here, guys. This is coming really fast, so I'm trying to like, let's see. Yeah. So again, we have someone, Lisa. I found recently it's been easier to speak when before it was feeling of holding back or not speaking up. This is like a courage thing. Okay. This is what happens when we are asked to step up. We are asked to step up in these higher frequencies, but then we also have to We have to speak out. We have to speak up for what we feel is right for us. And that is a scary place for a lot of us because we're not used to doing that. Now, I'm not saying everybody, because there's a lot of you guys out there that are really outspoken, and some of you out there that are too outspoken, but that's okay. But, you know, there's balance, right? We need to balance the more outspoken with the less, and so that it comes into that integration, middle ground. That's the place we want to be, where we're allowing other people to speak, and yet we're also being able to speak when we need to, and doing it with a sense of love and a sense of respect for all living beings, but yet also being assertive if we need to take care of ourselves and to take care of, and that also shows other people how you are standing up for yourself. And that shows them how to do that. This is particularly useful with children because they also need to learn. They watch you if you're a parent, so they're watching you, and you need to show them and to be that role model that shows them how to be assertive, how to be loving in that same way, so that you can stand up for what you feel is right, what you speak up, that to not hold back, to not repress it, to speak up, and yet do it in a way that's loving. This is very important to do that. You can say something 10 different ways, right? So it's the tone that you say it in, that's what's coming from. If it's coming from your heart and you're speaking from that heart center, and people will feel that. So even if you want to, this is really important. If you have something to say to someone and you need to speak truth, you know, there are many different ways to say that could either set that person off in defensiveness. Not that that's your responsibility, but the fact of the matter is that you can control how you say it, right? You control your own tone, you control your own energy behind it and heart behind it. Then, you know, 9 times out of 10, the people are gonna be receiving that much better. They're gonna see that, understand it much better, much easier. And it's not going to have as much defense around it, okay? So, oh my gosh, okay, so let's see, what else? Yes, it's feeling scary and balanced, definitely. Lindsay, I'm being asked to step up and I'm nervous. Yes, well, it takes courage, and it's okay to be nervous too. One thing I have to share is that, you know, people that go up on stage constantly, you know, and they've been doing it for years, you think that like, oh, they're not even nervous to get up on stage to speak out. But yet if you ask them, they get nervous every time. But what they do is they do it anyway, right? It's the Nike, just do it. It's just do it anyway, because you're going to still have the feeling there. But are you going to let that feeling stop you, block you? Or is it just going to be like, okay, well, I see you. I see it's there, you know, the fear, the nerves, the everything. But that's okay that it's there. I'm going to just still continue to move forward. Don't let it stop you, you know, in your tracks. So, yeah, this is a big issue. I know it because there's a lot of people that are coming in my direction because of this. You know, I help a lot of people with a lot of different things, life purpose, mission, soul origins, and we also do some energy frequency upgrades. And so that's one of the things that I find is the throat chakra always seems to be coming up with people who are just starting to get out of the gate here in doing their mission and have sometimes a little bit of trouble with either nerves or the courage. And that's just a thing everyone is going to go through. We all have to go through it. We all have to, you know, step up. You know, for myself, like, look at me speaking in light language here. My goodness, that took me a lot of courage to step forward with that as well. And, but I kind of just feel like, you know, we have to go inside of yourself to realize what you're here to do. And once you get sort of more in alignment with that and feel it, I didn't really understand what the word alignment truly meant until I kind of experienced it. So it's like, it is like this. It's like this sort of alignment phase that you go into, and you get into a alignment. Okay. So it's like that visual, and then it's more centered. You're more grounded in what you feel that you're here to do on this planet. and that it's not so much like wavering like this, it's more like this, then you come from a place of truth, of confidence, no matter what, okay? Because it is really important for us to stand strong in what we are here to do, no matter if you think it's stupid or you think that no one will understand or there's 10 people that are doing it better than me. Don't compare yourself to anybody, okay? You just can't do that. That is like 101 in my book. You have to stop with the comparisons of other people and what they're doing. It's really not serving you, and it's not serving them to do that either. Putting people up on pedestals, things of that nature. It's just, we're all human. Well, I should say we're all half human, right? Part human, half human. But we're in this physical form for those of us that are here. So we're in this suit, and we're just trying to do the best that we can in here, trying to bring our own multidimensional selves here. Okay, that's kind of my biggest thing too, is bringing all multidimensional selves, bringing it more centered here, so that you can have a better experience in this 3D, okay? Because that's really important here. Oh gosh, there's so many of you guys on here. Peace and blessings. We are energy beings. What an awesome name for a channel. Love that. So yeah. So what I want to share with you guys is let's see. One thing I wanted to share with you guys is I'm going to pick a card right now, right here, right now, from my Oracle deck, Magical Dimensions Oracle deck. So this is going to be a card for right here and right now for you guys. Well, obviously, it can't be for every single person, right? Not every single person that's going to have, this is the general overview. And my Magical Dimensions Oracle cards, which a lot of you guys already know about, but the packaging looks like this. The box looks like this, which is the symbol that keeps the energy of the cards really super clean. And it comes with it's really awesome box, which I absolutely love the box. It's like a really sturdy, like has these really cool ribbons. Awesome. And it has full color guidebook. Who does that? We do. It's full color. So you can actually really like get an activation for the cards just by themselves. And this is the information in the deck has like it shows the celestial interpretation, and then it'll show the oracle interpretation. And so what I'm going to do is choose from the deck a card. So you guys send all of your energy here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one card that's just going to share the energy frequency for you guys. Haha, this is awesome. Ah. This is the card that I just picked. Now I'm going to move this up so hopefully you guys can see it. This is the emergence. Okay, emergence. And this is the words underneath here might be a little small, so I'm going to read it, is creation, resurrection, and magician. So we have this beautiful emergence. This is us right here and right now, right? This is us emerging. We're becoming something new. We're recreating ourselves. All of you guys out there are recreating yourselves, and you're recreating yourselves in the most beautiful fashion, like becoming the butterfly, right? Or the process of becoming the butterfly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this real quick because that way you'll really know what's going on. So it's card number 11, by the way. Just see that at the bottom? Card number 11. Couldn't be more perfect than that, right? So we have emergence. Now, this is also, the image is connected to the prism color ray. I'm going to try to hold this up while I'm doing this, but okay. Celestial interpretation says, emergence resonates to the magical magician creative energies. These energies are powerful and strong with the vibrations of all things possible. Creation and the energy to create is core to the soul. It is merely to recall the wisdom of this, and in challenging situations, to be able to clearly define how to transform from one form into another effectively and wisely. The energy of creation can be harnessed and utilized for the highest good for all, but can also be coveted for alternative purposes. Choose the highest vibrational pathway. And now the oracle interpretation is: you are at a reinvention point. You are a magical being, able to transform anything you wish. Remember who you are. It is wise to have clarity of intentions in your creative endeavors. Also, be careful of trickster energy in your life. You or the situation are due for a fresh start, but it's all for the best. And then we have a companion crystal that I put that is the Merlin stone and ruby, and also the companion essential oil, which is lime. So these are the energies of that card for you guys. So, oh my gosh. Yeah. So, that was for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's see what you guys were asking about this. What I wanted to tell you guys really quick is, yes, you can buy the deck on my website, and you can also buy it on Etsy. And I prefer if you guys can do that, because it is available online anywhere else, but I get really no credit for if you buy it elsewhere. Like, I really don't, it doesn't do anything for the author, the creator, or anything, because when you go with a traditional publisher, that's a whole long story in itself, because you really don't get anything from that. So if you want to support the artist, then for sure buy it from my store or from my Etsy store. But I don't want to deter you from getting it. So if you want to get it anywhere else, then by all means, get it wherever you want to get it, and just enjoy the deck itself. So I think that, I wanted to share with you guys a couple of things that are going to be coming up before that, I'm going to do one thing that I did come out with, which is probably a good time if you guys wanted to get this for the new year, which is my new calendar. Yes, calendar for 2019. And for those of you guys who didn't know that I had it, but I do have one out. And this is the big size. It comes in 2 sizes. There's one that's smaller than this, but it does have its full 12 months, lots of space to write in here. And I'm not going to show you every single picture here, but I do have quite a bit of them in here for you guys for 2019 for the calendar. There he is again. So you can pick this up on my website too. I want to mention that that came out just in October, I believe, or a little bit before then. And I want to also share today that we have 2 events that are coming up too that I wanted to share about. One of them is this event called Beyond the Matrix. This is just a flyer I printed out, but it's called Beyond the Matrix. And you can see all the different people that are going to be speaking. This thing has a really weird shadow. But it's Beyond the Matrix. It's going to be in 2019. It is on March 19th through the 20th. And this is, so this is right at the kind of equinox event. And it's going to have so many speakers. I'm going to be speaking there. Stands with Bear, my other half. We have Barbara Hanclow. It's hosted by Suzanne Ross and Shakina Rose, just by the way. But there's all these speakers that are going to be there. We've got Jerry Hanclow, Barbara Hanclow, Brooke Sagnew, Saran Michael, Thunderbeat, Amanda Romania. We have Maureen St. Germain, Trisha McCannon, Brad Olson, Kimberly Griffin, Dr. Louis Turi, and Mr. M&M as well, and Dr. Bren and Angela. So that's going to be at the Creative Life Center in Sedona here. So that's one event. Now we've got a second one that's a month after that, which is going to be April 12th, 13th, and 14th, 2019. And this one is also got a bunch of different speakers here. I'm going to be speaking. Stands with Bear as well is going to be there. And we've got all the Team Light members. We've got David Wilcock. Yes, he's going to be speaking there with his wife as well, Beth Wilcock. So they'll be speaking. And I know this event will sell out. So definitely go, and you can get your tickets online. Oh, by the way, on this one, you can go to scispi.tv/events. So it's scispi.tv/events. And for this one, you go to sedonacosmicawakening.com and you can register and get tickets there. So those are two things that I want to mention that you can go and get and sign up and be here in Sedona because, well, why not? We want to see you guys here in Sedona. What a great place to be. And in the springtime, especially, it's a really, really awesome place to have an event here. And so we hope you guys can make it. Let's see. So I believe that was all. Oh, I also wanted to mention, I do have a show on Sci-Spy TV myself. For those of you guys who didn't know, it's Eyes Wide Open. So that's on there. Of course, you guys are all on here, and anybody who hasn't joined the channel here, because I'm going to be having some new stuff coming on, I will have a video that comes on either at the end of the year or the very beginning of 2019 about a channeled message that brought through from Master Hilarion, and it's for 2019. And these are always published. It's already published in the predictions issue of the Sedona Journal of Emergence. And yet I will also be narrating that and having it on here as a visual and an audio. So I'll be doing that as well. And plus I'll be having some other light language activations on here. So let's see. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for my beautiful Stands with Bear, who's on here too. Everybody say hi to Stands with Bear. He's on there. He's my awesome partner. And he's just amazing. And his music is beyond, right? And he's a powerful ambassador as well. So I just want to share my gratitude for him and for all of his support, all of his love, and all his huge, generous heart. And he's just an incredible being. So I'm very blessed. So what else? I think that's pretty much what I want to share. I don't want to keep you guys on too long. So I'm just going to do a very short, does anybody has any questions before I do this though? Anyone have a question that I want to allow to answer in some way? I'm just looking in here. Oh, you're welcome. So many of you guys, it's been such a blessing to be able to come on here and interact because that is so cool. Let's see. What else? Yeah, some of you guys I've missed because it's just, the stream just goes very fast for me to kind of do this and talk at the same time. But hopefully I got to all of you. And again, like I said, I usually go back through here and I will, if there are any questions or anything that you want me to come on to a future video. I already have one that I know I'm going to be coming on to do a topic about based upon a question that I received from someone in particular. So love you guys to share whatever content you want me to provide on these videos for you guys. So feel free to either put it here or if you're watching it on replay, to put it in the notes or the comments section, because I will review all this and come back with that later. So, okay, someone's asking about my spiritual awakening, how my spiritual awakening started. Well, that's a longer story, but I'm just going to briefly say, because I've talked about that a lot on past videos and also at events. But I will just say very briefly, I always had this kind of spiritual connection ever since I was young. I always felt like there was more spiritual than me in me than I was aware of this general reality. But I did start to speak some star language or some kind of language. I didn't know what it was at the time at about 9 years old. And that kind of surprised me, but I know I kept going on the spiritual path. But I would say my true, I guess I would say awakening with the starborn and all of this kind of stuff really started probably about 2008, 2009, around when the market was crashing at that time. And I was in a very 3D corporate job working in the forensic engineering, construction, and for restoration companies. So nothing having to do with this field at all. But I did, I know at the time I was getting some side work done. Like I would take classes. I became certified as a naturopath on the side. I also did massage therapy prior to that. I was a massage therapist. I did Reiki, polarity. So there was a lot of this stuff I was doing on the side, but I was still in a very 3D corporate job. And it was about that time when I lost the job due to the market crashing is when I sort of hurtled into what am I going to do? And I want to do something more true to me. And that's when I moved to Sedona. And that's when a lot of this unfoldment started to come in through my dream time, through my meditations, through my healing work that I was doing on myself first, to kind of dislodge myself from the world of the three-dimensional corporate world and move into a whole new era of doing my artwork, doing intuitive readings for clients. And so it kind of just blended that, but it was over a period of time that I started to have these awakenings, start becoming more in line with the different star languages that were downloading. You know, I remember I had that one since I was 9. That's my original language, I call my mother tongue. But then later on is when I started to have a download of more and more and more of these languages coming in. And so now I'm, you know, kind of over about 20 languages that I've been integrating and speaking and bringing forth for activation for people. So that's just the kind of synopsis there. Hopefully that helps you guys out. But I have a lot, and I have a lot more of that information on a lot of my previous YouTube videos or interviews where I talk more in depth about my background, that kind of stuff. So yes. So yeah, those of you that are just stepping on here late, there should be a replay, assuming we have no issues with that. This will kind of, you know, do its thing when I end the stream, and then it will be up there for you guys to check it all out from the beginning. And I think that's about it. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for all of your hard work, all of you guys that are here on the planet doing your mission. Those of you that aren't even trying to figure it out or aren't really sure what you're supposed to be doing, if you need some help, reach out. I can also assist you with my session work. You just have to kind of plan ahead for it. But my starseed alignment sessions, my phase 1 sessions are all helping you to discover who you are, your soul origins, your mission here. And then if you want to go on further with that in phase 2 and 3, that's where we do all energy work. And I do my light language chakra clearing, which is really powerful and actually brings in a lot of clearing in your central 7 main chakras that will help to clear some of the energies out of the way, some of the blockages and challenges and heavy energies that can free you up. So these are some places to get started, although I have oracle card readings or, you know, with my magical dimensions deck or custom stuff. If you just need something specific, we can work with customizing that, but all sorts of customized artwork as well. I have my lots of different artwork sessions, my energy signature light code art that I can actually draw a whole symbol that's just coming in for you. And then I also have my visionary portrait that I can create a portrait of you, and life path code, which is even a higher level custom art. So we have all sorts of custom artwork that I can also do. Or if you just want to purchase some of my artwork that's existing, then you can go onto my website. Again, it's lightstarcreations.com. And I will type it in there too as well so that you guys can find it. But maybe I'll do that right now just so it's in the feed. It's, well, actually, I don't have it up right now. Hold on 1 second. I think, 1 second, let me just copy if I went away. Where is that? So I'm just going to copy and paste it in here. So it's in the feed. That way, if anyone's curious where to get the link or where to go. And it would also be in the description as well. So I love you guys. I just want to, so many things I want to say on here, but I didn't even want to stay on this long because it's, you know, gets too long. But I will come back I promise I will. Just give me some time. You know, sometimes it's hard to get on here and do this. It takes a little bit of setup and, you know, trying to find the time to do it too. But I will come on and do live or pre-recorded video. Might even be trying some of the Premiere just popped up that was available on my channel. I've never used it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to look into that as well. Premieres. So anyways, that's it, you guys. I love you all, and I send you all blessings, and I want to send you, for those that are celebrating the holidays, to have a beautiful holiday and to have love in your heart, to rest and smell the flowers, to take some time out for yourself and not get too stressed out. And I'll be talking to you guys a little bit before here, before the end of the year. I'll probably have a video or two, and then we'll come on with some awesome new things coming up for 2019. And I'll probably be posting my Oracle Consciousness reading for the winter of 2019 that's coming up too. So stay tuned. Lots of great stuff. Sending you guys all love right here and right now. I'm going to send you off with a little fairy blessing. Okay. Just want to move this a little closer because I have to do the fairy language. This is just a little fairy activation for you guys for the holidays, to have joy and laughter and fun and enjoy life. Okay. So everybody take a nice deep breath and just breathe. Just allow your mind to kind of move off to the side and go into energy for a second here. We're going to bring in the fairies, which come in through a whisper. So that's how they want to come through. Surashitiya Sakara, Sumashikira Tanataya, Warase Kuras Mashbiarantaya, Kuras Oratani Toro, Usabashi Shiatataya Koro Mai, Basatataya, Usabashi Shiakakairata, Sushi Samanitiara. Takiaranai, Supeshichias, Sotorakaronai Barata, Su Sharataya, Kukura, Mesua, Sotoishi, Sakuranai, Turoshimiataro, Korai Tiaratarkarum, Suoshi, Masa, Piaro Turakia. Just breathe in that beautiful fairy energy, which is bringing in love, which is bringing in light and blessings for this holiday season, for you guys all to enjoy and to remember to go outside and play with the fairy energy, the elementals, the nature world, and the animal kingdom as well. So with that said, sending you guys all love. I will be back. And just for now, I'm sending love from what? The galactics, the fairies and elementals, and the angels, as always. Love you guys, and namaste.